Beck, often known as the Beck of the Shining Face, is a lesser-known but fascinating figure in Irish mythology. While she is not as widely recognized as other figures like Brigid or the Morrígan, her story is one that offers insight into the themes of wisdom, transformation, and the interplay between the divine and the mortal world. Beck's name, which can be translated as Little One or the Shining One, hints at her connection to light, both physical and metaphorical, as well as her status as a wise and revered figure within her mythological context. One of the most intriguing aspects of Beck's myth is her role as a seer or wise woman. In many Irish traditions, figures who possess extraordinary knowledge, especially in matters of the supernatural, are deeply respected. Beck fits this mold, as she is said to have been a prophetess who could foresee the future and understand the hidden workings of the world. This ability to see beyond the ordinary realm connects her to the broader Celtic tradition of prophetic women, who often acted as mediators between the human world and the supernatural. In some stories, Beck is depicted as a figure of wisdom and clarity, offering counsel to heroes, kings, and other important figures. In particular, her wisdom seems to be tied to her understanding of fate and destiny. Her role as a seer is also seen in her interactions with other gods and goddesses, where she is able to impart crucial knowledge or warn of impending dangers. This connection between knowledge and foresight is an important aspect of her character, as it emphasizes the Celtic belief that those with access to hidden knowledge have a special role to play in shaping events. While Beck is sometimes depicted as a solitary figure, there are also accounts that link her to a larger tradition of female figures who provide guidance, protection, and healing. One of the most notable stories involving Beck centers around her connection to the famous hero Cú Chulainn. According to one version of the myth, Cú Chulainn, after encountering a series of trials and battles, seeks the counsel of Beck. She provides him with crucial advice and guidance, helping him navigate the complex world of heroism and fate. This moment emphasizes her role as a spiritual guide, not only for kings and warriors, but also for those destined for greatness. Another important aspect of Beck's story is her connection to the goddess Brigid. In some versions of her myth, Beck is said to be a companion or even a rival to Brigid, who herself is a goddess of wisdom, healing, and fertility. The relationship between Beck and Brigid highlights the broader theme in Celtic mythology of divine and mortal figures interacting with one another, sometimes as allies, sometimes as rivals. This dynamic helps to further illustrate the complexity of Beck's character, as she is not simply a passive figure, but someone who can influence the events around her. In addition to her wisdom and prophetic abilities, Beck's connection to light and transformation is another important theme in her myth. The name Beck itself, meaning Shining One, suggests that she had a role as a bringer of light, both literally and metaphorically. In many cultures, light is seen as a symbol of knowledge, truth, and spiritual clarity. Beck's role as a figure who brings illumination to those around her fits neatly into this framework. Her light, however, is not just about enlightenment. It also represents the transformative power of knowledge and understanding. Those who encounter Beck are often changed by her wisdom, and her presence is thought to bring clarity and insight into the otherwise chaotic world of fate and destiny. Ultimately, Beck's story, though not as widely told as those of other Irish figures, speaks to the enduring themes of wisdom, foresight, and transformation in Celtic mythology. She represents the power of knowledge to shape the future, the role of women in guiding heroes and kings, and the complex interplay between the mortal and divine worlds. Through her connections to prophecy, light, and the ancient gods, Beck's myth highlights the belief that wisdom is not just a passive gift, but a transformative force that can change the course of events. While her name may not be as famous as others in Irish mythology, her legacy remains a powerful symbol of the mystical and transformative potential of wisdom.